Hey y'all, it's King Eli. Today and for the next couple days, I don't know how long, I'm gonna be trying to win 50 championships. So I'm starting in 1983, back when y'all grandparents were kids. And I'm gonna see how long it takes to win one championship. I'm gonna write down how many championships and keep track. And the draft class we're starting at is Michael Jordan, John Stockton, and Akeem Olajuwon. We're obviously not going to win championships in the first 10 years because yeah, we just got to get our team. So basically, since we're not going to win, we got to turn this whole team into garbage for picks. We need picks because we need to find the teams that are bad, like the Bulls, and get their pick. Like we'll give them Bernard King. They need money. Honestly, obviously, I'm not giving them any picks. And then this guy, they need another contract. So I'll give him this guy. What did they say? Sorry, set on small forward. Oh, I gave him two small forwards yet. Oh no, Bernard King. How much money? 213,000. This kid. They need another contract. I'll give them him. There we go. So now we have picks. We just got to turn our whole roster into first round picks. Doesn't matter what year because really, if the draft's not that good that year that we have picks for, then we turn those picks into other picks for future years of draft classes that look better. And I might do one episode as one era or like a couple seasons. Like one episode might be five at one episode's going to be at minimum like 3 or 4 seasons. We really don't need good players. We just need picks. That's what I'm doing. I'm turning this team that was honestly okay into a bad team with a lot of picks. See, any trade with picks, I'm accepting. And I'm gonna want to free up cap space. If there are no picks, I just want 1 year deals. I'll even take seconds because I can involve those seconds for future deals. Let's do this guy. I just want someone on a 1 year deal. 1 year deal. Maybe a 1 year deal on a first if I get lucky. Or a 1 year deal on a second. Man, there's no one. I'll do this trade because money goes down and there's a less year. Oh, I don't know why I did that, but it doesn't matter. See, 1 year deals, I just want their contracts to expire so that I could get someone in free agency. I don't know who's going to be in free agency, but it could be some good people. You never know. Come on, 1 year deal. I don't see a single 1 year deal. What if I put both of these guys? No. Okay. Oh, it's the same guy. See, this team looks pretty bad. Let's find our youngest player. Our youngest player is 25. Normally, younger players have better value, but since he's only 25, his value's not good. Let's look at how much picks we have. We have a lot. We have two 1994. We need tons of 1994 picks. What teams were really bad last year? NBA standings. Actually, let's go to the trade deadline and find out what teams are bad. So I'll see you at the trade deadline. All right. So we're at the deadline. I forgot that in the older days, the deadline was way sooner. Because look, January 19th is the deadline. This year, the deadline was February 8th. So I'm gonna look at how good our picks are. See, not that good, not that good. All right. Let's look at the worst team in the league right now. NBA standings. Obviously, we're the worst. Wait, who has our pick? Because we don't have our first round pick. The Indiana Pacers do. Ooh, let's find these Pacers. Come on. No, I don't want that player. Gotta go back now. Let's take our first back. I'll give you him. And where are their picks? I'll give you your pick back. I don't know how I saw they got our pick. I think I might have accidentally traded our pick to him and I didn't notice. I'll give him our 88 pick. I don't want to be giving up first round picks and then tons of seconds. 1985 Knicks. There we go. So we have our pick for this year. I'm going to go try to get more picks back. Well, let's look at the free agents this year. Oh, there are no good free agents. Like, none of these free agents are even good. Why'd I do this? Why? Let's sign a real free agent. That's right now. He declined. He declined. He declined. 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 Come on. Somebody sign. Alright, let's find a first round pick. Let's find a trade for a first round pick. Maybe I could trade this guy for a first round pick. He's a 72 overall, which is really bad, but best on two. Oh, look, we just got a 1987 first. This guy is making $800,000, which in the NBA, that's less than a minimum. Like, currently, a minimum is like $2 million. And right now, the most expensive player is like not even $1 million. People are getting paid so differently. Like, someone playing in the 19, like in the 70s and 80s, would in their whole career would probably get around to how much rookies are getting paid. Like Victor Wembanyama is probably getting paid as much as someone's whole career in like the 1980s or 1970s. It's kind of wild how much the pays changed. Like the contracts have gotten way more expensive. So let's look. What else? What else? I don't know what else do we need to do. I'll trade this guy for a second. And yeah. And let's see if there's any more picks. Yeah, like the guys getting paid most are getting paid like $1 million. Like Isaiah Thomas is getting paid $700,000. Like not like most. All right, okay, the guy getting paid most is making $4 million a year. I think that's the most expensive player in the league. Yeah, the player getting paid most is $4 million. I think I'm gonna go try to trade for a pick. I want another pick for this year. Let's try this pick. Oh, it's a good pick. I don't think I'm gonna be able to trade for that. See, look, we could just do random. Look, let's just go to a random team. The Spurs, 1988 Spurs pick. Now, for them, this pick doesn't matter. Like, it's in the future, and if we give like like our most valuable player, we don't really have any valuable players, and like a couple seconds, because any second round pick we have doesn't matter. They're acting like this pick is the first overall pick. It's too good. That pick is not good at all. They're acting like it's good. They're not trading for this. I would trade for this. A random guy who isn't important. 4 second round picks for a first round pick in the future. For a first round pick that's in 4 years. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll do this trade to a different team. A team that won't be good. Like a team that hasn't, like their star old. Like an old like their best players old. Like the Spurs. See, the Spurs in like 5 years aren't going to be that good. Let's maybe try the Nuggets 2028 first for this deal. Can't trade for it. All right, so that they need a guy. We do this. I don't want to give them a pick. If I'm giving them a pick, this deal is over. This deal will be off because I'm not going to give them a single pick. I guess that's it for the trade-a-thon. I'll see you at the end of the season. The awards don't matter. We were awful. We went 5-77. Let's just simulate and see who wins. The Celtics beat the Lakers in 7. See, this is very realistic. This is very realistic. That'd be cool to watch this. Giannis. Wait a minute. Jared Antetokounmpo. Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. See, we get the first overall pick and the 9th and 12th pick. See, obviously we're keeping the first for Michael Jordan, but we're trading for the second to the Clippers. We're going to the Clippers. We're saying, hello, Clippers. I'll take your second round pick for our 9th pick and our 12th pick. They say, no. So we give them 1987 Nuggets pick, and then tons of seconds, and then the buttload of second round picks. And they say yes. So we had to give up a 1987 first round pick, but now we have Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm gonna say no to John Stockton. I'm gonna have Hakeem Olajuwon instead. And then I'm gonna simulate the rest of the draft. Obviously, we're bringing them in. Now, who here can we sign in free agency? Basically, we can get a small forward. I kind of think we need a point guard. See, we only have three players. Now we only have 2 players. These are the only 2 players I want. So I can sign anybody. Honestly, this free agency is pretty bad. Like this, I can afford basically everyone, but I don't want basically everyone. So I'll sign David Thompson on a 1-year deal, which he's gonna say yes to. We have him now. Everyone I'm bringing in for free agency is gonna go on a 1-year deal. Nate Archibald, no, I can't. I'm just gonna go get a point guard. Mike Dunleavy, no, I'll get Nate Archibald for a 1-year deal. Is he gonna say yes? And yes, he will. So we have a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and a center. We just need a power forward, which will be Elvin Hayes. And he's on the team. This is what the team looks like. Nate Archibald, Michael Jordan, David Thompson, Elvin Hayes, and Hakeem Olajuwon. So the only players that are going to stay are Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm going to sign somebody. I'll sign this guy. Right? So he's on the team. But here's the thing. I'm not using him. I'm not signing him so he can play. I'm signing him so he can become a first-round pick. See, Bill Walton in a first and Mark Eaton in a first. I want a good first-round pick. See, 1985 Spurs first-round pick. It's lottery protected, but eventually it'll become a pick. That'll be unprotected. How did we get Lamar? Oh, it's Lee Odom. I was gonna say Lamar Odom was not an '80s player. I'll turn him into a second-round pick. And who else? I'm gonna do the same thing I just did with that guy, the shooting guard, with this guy. Now he will become a pick. See, it's basically getting a free first-round pick. It's a sign and trade, but I'm just trading for a pick. And let's see. I gotta focus on future picks. Like, who's drafted next year? I don't know. I'll trade for this guy and his pick. Now, obviously, we're getting extra players in these trades, so he will be, fortunately, released into free agency because he doesn't matter. Now I'll sign Mike Dunleavy. Oh no, now we can't afford people. All right, let's go here. Okay. If I sign these two, if I simulate, let's go to play progression. Nothing happens. Nate Archibald and Elvin Hayes goes down. All right, let's use the 1985 draft class. Let's see who's drafted this year. I'm pretty sure it's before. Is it Patrick Ewing? It is. I thought Patrick Ewing was 87. No, 87 is the bad one. This one's actually kind of good. You got Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, Chris Mullin. It's a good draft class. I'm going to go for picks this year because in this draft, I could get Patrick Ewing and Karl Malone. If I get Ewing, I'm going to make either Akeem or Ewing a power forward. Let's see, I have a Spurs pick and a Nuggets pick. That's it. We need more picks. We don't have a lot of picks, but that's okay. Because we'll just turn these random guys into picks. Honestly, we don't even need to worry about being good, so I can. If I wanted to, I could trade Nate Archibald for a 1989 first round pick. And then I'll go Elvin Hayes for a 1985 first round pick. See, that's another pick for this year. I could actually trade David Thompson. Who would he... What? I would only trade him, though, for an 85 pick. But it's a protected pick. See, if I'm going to trade for the Pacers... Oh, they have our pick this year. See, our pick this year isn't good. Well, won't be... It's going to be good, but it's not going to be as good. So... Because we have Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. So we're already going to... It's still going to be a good pick. I'm going to trade for the Pacers pick because who's their best player? 84, 81, and then 70s. See, they'll probably be okay. I mean, they got swept last year, but in the first round. So I'll see you at the trade deadline. All right, we're at the deadline. We already won more games than last year. Obviously, we're not good. Michael Jordan, 26 points a game. Hakeem, 20 points, 14 rebounds. We're already on track to be pretty good. Let's see. The Pacers have only won 5 more games than us, so their pick is still barely half a star worse than ours. The Jazz pick isn't as good, and the Spurs pick isn't as good. We have 4 first round picks, and if we don't get a top 3 pick, I'm gonna trade for one of those picks. And let's see, we have a 75 overall, so I'm obviously gonna trade him for a pick because the only guys I want to keep on this team are people I know and that are somewhat young. When a player becomes like, I don't know, what's it called, old, I'm not going to wait for them to become bad. I'm going to trade them while they have value for a different guy who's good. Like, when Michael Jordan's 33 or 32, I'm going to trade him for, like, for Kobe if we don't have him. What else is next? I'm just going to trade these guys for firsts and seconds because some second round picks can help me get a deal done. Like if I wanted to trade for a pick and if I wanted to trade for a first round pick and they don't say yes, we could just throw in some seconds and they might say yes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trading for second round picks or players on 1-year deals. Let's see, who's not on a 1-year deal? That is 2 guys. 4 guys, but these guys I want to keep on the team for as long as I can. I'll see you at the deadline. All right. So Magic's MVP. Actually, it doesn't matter. So Akeem wins Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. That's all that matters. Michael Jordan's first team averaging 28 points. Dang. Let's simulate playoffs. So, is it going to be Celtics versus Lakers again? Yes, but this time the Magic. Gentlemen swept the Lakers. Last time Celtics won 7. They didn't put up a fight this time. Let's go to the draft lottery. It'd be great to have good picks. We have the 5th overall pick. The Pacers have the 7th. So, we have the 5th pick from the Pacers pick, and the Pacers have the 7th pick from our pick. And we have the 13th overall pick, 22nd, and the 5th. I'm going to go to the San Antonio Spurs and try to trade the first overall pick. Why doesn't it let me trade for it? Alright, now this isn't cheating, but I'm turning the Stefan, I don't know how to say it. I'm turning it off so we can trade for any pick, just so that, like, it'll be kind of hard to do this without that. I'll give them I'll give them their pick for next year. Deal. I probably overpaid, but it's the first overall pick. I'm obviously drafting Patrick Ewing. He's back to being a New York Knick. It's just like real life. But now I'm going to make him a power forward, unlike real life. He's still an 83 overall. Now, I'm going to do what I did last year, last free agency. Trade for the guy, sign a guy, trade him, and then I trade for a pick. Simple. So let me trade him for a 1987 first round pick. I'll trade him for a 1988 first round pick. I'll trade him for a 87 second. And him for a guy on a 1-year deal. Let's go back and trade for David. Let's sign David Thompson again. He's back to being a New York Knick, and he's back to getting traded for a first round pick. Just like last year. But this time we're trading for 2 unprotected first round picks that are good. 2 Indiana picks. See, they're not going to be as good since we're trading them a guy who's kind of good. So David Thompson might lead them into 2 playoff wins. So like possibly in the playoffs, but if they do make it to the playoffs, they'll lose in the first round. That's even if they make it to the playoffs. But we're focusing on the New York Knicks. This is how the team looks. Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. And I'm just gonna simulate again and see who jumps up. So MJ goes up 5. Same with Hakeem. So MJ's a 90, Hakeem's a 89, and Patrick Ewing's an 83. Simulate to next season, and I'm gonna see who gets drafted. Because if it's a draft class where it's not really that good, then I'll trade my picks. This draft class is awful. I mean, Dennis Rodman, but Dennis Rodman's already 24, and honestly, we don't need him. Man, this draft class ain't even that good. Man, I don't want my picks for this year. Good thing I only have 2 firsts for this year, but they're 2 good first round picks. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to a team with a lot of firsts. A lot of future firsts. The Pacers. Look, 1989. Another 1989. No, those are 2 1988s. Another 1989, and a 1990 for their first round pick for this year, and our first round pick for this year. Honestly, because this draft class is bad, so we don't need So won't be firsts for this year. Honestly, I don't know who won that trade. It was a good trade for both teams because since this draft class is kind of booty, we got picks for the future. Like, look how many picks we have for next season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 first-round picks for this year. Doesn't let me trade this protection backup, but it's our pick, and we're not going to be good. We have tons of 1989s and tons of 1988s. I might trade this Chicago Bulls lottery protected since it's lottery protected, and the Bulls are going to be kind of good because we traded them a couple of our players. So I'm just going to try to trade for a 1990 pick. Maybe I go to the Lakers. Or no, Celtics, because in 1990, all their good guys that are making them good right now are going to be old and they won't be as good. Except for Larry Bird, he still might be okay. So I'll do that trade because in the future, in 1990, when the Celtics aren't good, we'll have their pick. That'll be good. I'll see you at the deadline. Right at the deadline, we're the 8th seed, so technically we're in the playoffs because Michael Jordan averages 25, Hakeem averages 26 and 15 rebounds, and Ewing averages 20 points and almost 10 rebounds. All right, we just got to rely on our three best players to become really good. I mean, they're all already honestly all these guys. We have 3 all-stars, but they might not make Ewing an all-star. Actually, I don't think Ewing is an all-star yet. He should be an all-star next year though. So I'm just gonna trade some of our guys for firsts. Who's in the free agency? MJ and Hakeem, which are I'm gonna resign them, obviously. Clyde Drexler, a young Clyde Drexler. He's 23. When was he drafted? Okay. Was he I think he was drafted the year we started. Yeah, 'cause this is our 3rd season. I didn't even notice. Clyde, he was drafted pick 14. All right. I'm gonna try to re-sign. I'm gonna try to sign Clyde Drexler and obviously bring back these guys. I'm gonna bring them back now. They're not eligible. Never mind. Who cares? It's a good free agency, so I'm gonna make sure, um, except for these 3 people, everyone's on a 1-year. All right, everyone is on a 1-year. All right. Now let's just trade for picks. What if I trade these 3? Will a first round pick appear? No, this guy, 72 overall, will appear, and then I can trade him. No, he's a 73. Okay. I could trade him for a 75. Now, I can either trade him for a higher overall or a first round pick. I'm not going to go for a second unless I don't see someone higher overall. I'll trade him for a second. But that's a second round pick. So I'll see you at the end of the season. Right, so what award? Karl Malone's Rookie of the Year, man. So Hakeem is Defensive Player of the Year. MJ's first team, if I saw, we're the 6th seed. We went 42 and 40. No, we went 40 and 42. So we're the 6th seed. Honestly, we could win a championship. Okay, we lost in the first round to the Sixers, who made it to the finals, but lost to the Lakers. Kareem is retiring. That makes what's their name? The Lakers easier to face. Draft lottery doesn't matter. We don't have any first round picks, and this draft isn't good. The Pacers have the 10th overall pick from us, but who cares? It's not a good draft. So if it's not a good draft, why does it matter? Let's go rookie signing. Just make sure we don't have any rookies. We don't. Team/player options are bringing Hakeem and MJ back. But Clyde Drexler, he's here. Can I resign him? Yes, I can. I'm going to sign Clyde Drexler. And we need a small forward. Well, Clyde's going to play small. We need a point guard. Any good Doc Rivers? All right. I'll sign Doc Rivers and Clyde. No, I can't sign Clyde Drexler. I'm gonna sign Dennis Johnson and trade for Clyde Drexler. I'm gonna trade for Clyde Drexler. He's a Portland Trailblazer. No, I'm not trading to Michael Jordan. I'm not dumb. Trading Dennis Johnson. No, they say no. They say no. Oh. So we have seconds. We have a couple seconds. This is what I was talking about. This is why I acquired all those second round picks for a trade that all these seconds can add up to like a first. So I'll trade. So I'll turn this second, 1992, and make it a 1988 Lakers first. And then this second into a 1989 Knicks first pick. They're not doing this. All right, I'll get one more first round pick for 1990, and it's the Knicks. You know what? At this point, it doesn't matter. I'll just keep these guys on the team. Keep John Drew, since he's only on a 3 year. Wait, 3 years? I don't want them. I only got them so I could trade for somebody. I just want first round picks. So I'll just trade for Brian Scott, since Brian Scott's on a 1 year deal. So if I can't trade him for a first round pick, then I'll just make him a point. Then I'll just keep him for now. So I'll trade him for a first, for Jay Humphries. Then I'll trade Jay Humphries for a. Did I see two first? Yeah, 1990 first and a 1989 first. See, they don't look that good right now, but in the future, when it's like 1989, nope, they could be good picks. They can either be okay, good, or bad. So I'll trade John Drew for 1988 pick and Hot Rod Williams. Then I'll trade Hot Rod Williams for two 1990 first round picks. Player progression. MJ's a 94, Hakeem's a 93, Ewing's an 87, and that's it. Let's simulate, and let's see who's getting drafted this year. I'm pretty sure this draft class isn't good. I'm pretty sure it's like Larry Johnson. No. I only want David Robinson and Scottie Pippen. Those are the only people I'm going to trade for. I will see you at the trade deadline. All right, we're at the deadline. We're 20-19. Let's see. If I make Patrick Ewing a small forward, when David Robinson comes, how much will his overall drop? Not much. I was just testing. I'll keep him as a small forward now. And then I guess I'll have MJ play point guard and Pippen play shooting guard. I guess that's what I'll do. Patrick Ewing hasn't really turned into an all-star yet. He's going to become good soon. We just gotta wait. Now, let me trade these guys for first-round picks. 77 overall. I could trade him for a first-round pick. 78, perfect. Come on, first-round pick. No first-round picks, but an 82 overall point guard. Oh, come on. Any good first-round picks? Alright, I'll do it for this 1990 first and this random power forward. I'll see you at the end of the season. So we don't have any rewards except executive of the year. Oh wait, no, Hakeem. I saw he probably just won Depoy. MJ's first team, he averaged basically 30, and we were the 1 seed. Let's simulate the playoffs. Actually, we're already in the second round. I'm making it a 7-man rotation. I'm making sure all the big guys are playing all the minutes in every game. I want all these guys playing every minute of every game. I want these bench players not even playing much. I want him to be playing. And I want him to be playing all the time. And I'll make Michael Jordan shooting guard, point guard. Just so that we have a little bit more point guard minutes. Let's simulate round 2. And we are in the conference finals against the Boston Celtics. See how since they're getting older, their players aren't as good. Honestly, I think we're gonna go to the finals. And we are. We're facing the Mavericks in the finals. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. And we win game 4. We just swept the Mavericks to win the finals. Michael Jordan, finals MVP, averaged 37 points and 11 and a half assists, shooting 61%, 96% at the free throw line. All right, that is ring 1. That was amazing. Let's go to the draft lottery. I feel great. Simulate draft lottery. We have the first overall pick and the third. See, I'm going to go to the Spurs, and I'm going to trade them the second overall pick. Like, I go to the Spurs, pick 2. Then I'll trade them every other pick we have. I know I'll trade them the third and 10th overall pick. They say yes. Now we have all these other picks. I only want the first and second overall picks, so I'll trade these other 3 picks for future first round picks, like the 1989 and 1998, 1989, 1988. So I'm going to draft David Robinson, and I'm going to draft Scottie Pippen. There we go. Let's sign them both. I'll make Scottie Pippen a shooting guard. His overall goes down 1, but that's okay. MJ is going to play point guard. His overall will probably go down. Yeah, it went down 3. It's okay, though. And now we're going to make we're going to make D-Rob a power forward. Yeah. All right, let's re-sign everyone we need to re-sign. We'll bring back these guys, except for that power forward. Now we have a starting 5 of, actual good players. Bird rights, we don't have bird rights to anyone. We have all of our players. We have MJ, Pippen, Ewing, D-Rob, and Hakeem. See, now we have a good starting lineup. I know Scottie Pippen's not going to get good for a little bit. That's okay. And let's see. I'm just going to trade for some bench guys. Look, 78 overall in a minimum deal. Then I'll trade for this 77 for a 1-year deal, 250. Now we have to worry about money because soon these guys are going to be wanting to get paid. I know our big guys are going to be wanting to get paid. So that's why I got to trade them before they get old. Because look, they're all already making $1 million, and we can't win a championship with 7 good guys. I mean, we can. We kind of just did. No, we won a championship last year with 4 good players. So let's see. Hakeem goes up 1. D-Rob goes down. How? He hasn't even played. Pippen goes down because I changed his overall. Oh yeah, these 2 went down because I changed their overall. No, I didn't change their overalls. That's cheating. I changed their positions. Let's go 1998 draft class. And who was drafted in 1998? This is Larry Johnson, right? No, it's it's Mitch Richmond, Smith. Who are these people? Who are these people? None of them were ever heard of. So that's why I'm trading all my picks for this year. I'm trading all my 1988 picks. We do not need them or want them. Go 1989. All of our picks for this year are useless because none of these players are that good. This is a bad draft class. I mean, Mitch Richmond might be okay. He's probably going to be a little bit good, but that's really it. Man, I thought this draft class would be better. Now I gotta stack up on next year's draft class. I already have tons of picks for next year's. I just gotta hope it's a good draft class now. Actually, I'm gonna trade for this 1991 first round pick. And then I'll trade this center we just got for more 1990s and 1991 picks. Trade him for 1991 because we want to get these 1990 and 1991 picks while they're still not valuable, because they could be like 3-star value when it's like 1990, but 2-star value right now. Like they can get more valuable and good. Okay, for this 1990 pick, and I'll see you at the deadline. All right, we're at the deadline. We are 37-4. We're a great team. Honestly, I'm not gonna do trades. I'm gonna keep these guys. I'm gonna do some trades for picks because that's what we're doing. We want to keep trading picks because we're not gonna be this good forever. Like there's gonna be a time when we're back to being okay if we don't trade for picks, because Scottie Pippen averages 9. He doesn't average 10 points. It's okay because it's hard to average 10 points when you have like 3 all-stars. But yeah, so I'm gonna trade one of these guys. I'll trade him for a first-round pick. If there's any good first-round picks. Not really. No. Yeah. But we do have a lot of picks. I mean, I guess I'll trade for 1 pick for this year. Because maybe Mitch Richmond might be okay. Nah. I'll trade for a 1991 and 1992 pick for 2 1989 picks. And yeah, I'll see you at the end of the season. All right. D-Rob's Rookie of the Year, Hakeem Depoy again. We have Coach and Executive of the Year. You see that. 73-9. I don't even think I need to simulate the playoff. Like, simulate round by round. I'm going to keep running. I was running a 7-man this whole time. I was running a 7-man the whole season. I have to run an 8-man. Look, this guy hasn't played all season. We have a terrible coach. We have an awful coach. I'm going to get a different coach. But anyway, let's just simulate playoffs. So we sweep. So we win the finals. That will be ring numero 2. Who's retiring? This guy just got. Alright, don't care. And we don't care about the draft lottery because this draft. Okay, one thing I've just noticed: Spurs have been getting a top 3 pick like every year. Expansion protect players. Huh? I'm gonna protect these guys. Expansion draft. Wait, no one's taking my players, right? Hornets get Dennis Rodman. Alright, no one's getting my players. Rookie signing. Let's just make sure we don't sign anyone. I'll trade him away. I'm just gonna bring back Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Michael Jordan. Do we have bird rights? So we have bird rights to Hakeem and MJ. Who else are we? Let's just make sure. Yeah, those are all of our players. Who else? Is that Isaiah Thomas? No, it's John Stockton. I'll bring John Stockton on the team. Yo, Hakeem was matched. Alright, we could decline John Stockton. Yeah, okay. Sorry, John. We don't care now. Okay, Hakeem was matched. We already have Michael Jordan. Look, I'll give him a 5-year deal, player option, and I'll give him $2 million. He has to say yes. We got Michael Jordan. Alright, and we have Hakeem. So we survived free agency. Free agency is going to start getting scary now because our players are going to be wanting more money, and we're just going to have to let go of some guys. Like, in a couple years, we're going to have to let go of Hakeem because of just money. Like, he's going to want too much money, and then yeah, he'll be getting paid too much. So I'm going to simulate to next season, and then, yeah. Let's see who's drafted this year, because we have a buttload of picks for this year. There's got to be a good draft class. Okay, it's okay. That's not that good. It's just Sean Kemp in this draft class. We have actually we don't have a buttload. We have a buttload of 1990 picks. All right, so I'll see you at the trade deadline. We're at the deadline. We're 36-3. Not much trades that I want to do, but there's a coach I want to fire because we just need a coach. Okay, Scottie Pippen. Okay, he's not that good this year. I'm sorry, Scotty, but you're gonna go. Because this draft class I'm getting, who? Who am I getting in this draft class? Sean Kemp. I'm gonna trade you for this guy in a first. Because he's better, sadly. And I'll trade that guy I just got for a guy on a 1-year deal. Because he's not on a 1-year deal. I'm gonna trade it for a different shooting guard that's on a 1-year deal. So then I can just let him walk in free agency. Alright, so I'll do that, and then I'll trade for a backup center. Maybe I could trade the backup, maybe I could trade the center for first. Like a 1993 first round pick. Yeah, I will. Alright, MJ's MVP. Alright, so the guy I passed up on averaged 22 points. I'll trade for him. I'll trade for him this offseason. Keem is Depoy. We went 76-6. Let's simulate playoffs and just get ready for a ring. Alright, so the conference finals went in 7. We won though. So that is ring 3 for us. Let me add that into notes. There we go. And remember that guy I just said I will trade for, Mitch Richmond? Simulate. What pick do we have? 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 26th. Alright. Let's just trade for number 1. Let's go trade. Let's go to the Denver Nuggets and see how cheap we can get the first round pick. It's going to be hard though to trade for the first round pick because it's not easy to trade for the very first pick, and we got it. Now, why is there no players on the team? Oh yeah, Timberwolves because they're a new team. Let's go to the Atlanta Hawks. There we go. They should have, not him, Mitch Richmond. They do. See, he's a little bit older, but that's okay. I'll trade him. I'll trade John Long because I accidentally re-signed him. Patrick Ewing's a free agent. We'll make sure to re-sign him. Then we have a the 26 overall pick. And then we have 1990 picks, like a lot of them. We'll trade them some of these 1990 picks, and now we have Mitch Richmond. Let's go to expansion draft. Let's go to the expansion draft and protect players. So we got to protect all these guys. No, no. We have to release Mitch Richmond. Man, that's annoying. Man, we just traded for Mitch Richmond, and now he has to go. That is so annoying, bro. That is so annoying. Rookie sign. Let's go to the draft. Obviously, we'll draft Sean Kemp, and that's it. Now we need a shooting guard. Ewing. I'm sorry. How bad does his overall go down? He's back to an 84. That's like a rookie. He's back into rookie overall. But he's still good. He's still good. See? He averaged 20 points. He's still gonna be good. We have our backup power forward is an 80 overall. Let's go to team/player options, resign D-Rob and Ewing. See, that's the scary thing. Expansion draft. Eventually, when all of our players are good and we don't want to let go of them, we're gonna have to let go of them. So who do we have bird rights to? We have bird rights to Patrick Ewing. We're bringing back, and yeah, sit. Maybe I get Tom Chambers just to be on the team for a year. We don't have enough salary to sign him. Okay, too bad. This is the team. Let's go to player progression. Obviously, Ewing's gonna go down. Yep, everybody goes, oh, D-Rob went up 4, Ewing went down 3, and Sean Kemp went down 1 since I changed his overalls, but that's okay. Oh, I should edit shot tendency. Touch. Shot. See, I want Sean Kemp to take some shots. Alright, all these guys are already taking shots, but I want Sean Kemp to take shots too, so he can get better. Alright, let's go to the next season. Let's hope this is a good draft class. Come on. Because this is a year we have a ton of picks. It's Gary Payton. So we can finally get a real point guard. Is that it? So basically it's Gary Payton. That's the only guy? Okay, man. Coleman. I mean, I'll get them, but they're not going to stay. I'll get these big three. So I'll see you at the deadline. Alright, we're at the deadline. We're 41-1. So there's nothing much to do with the team. Yeah, we're good. We have tons of picks where we could settle down on getting picks. Actually, no, because we got to get some more picks. Ever since we started winning championships, I haven't been trading for picks as often, which I need to do because we have a ton of picks in 1990, 1991, but we don't have much for 1992, 1993. And this is the last season I'm going to do for this video. Yeah. I'll see you at the end of the season. Alright. So MJ's MVP. Hakeem is Depoy. We went 78-4. Let's make sure we're running a 7-man. And let's simulate. Oh, I clicked round. Let's simulate the next round. Somehow the 7-seeded Celtics made it to the conference finals. They beat the Pacers, who were the 2-seed. They had Doc. Their team was okay. Let's just win the finals real quick. There we go. Ring number 4. Yeah, 4. I'm going to finish this off season, and then that'll be it for the video. Alright, let's go to draft lottery. Obviously, we have the first overall pick. I'm going to trade for the second overall pick, and guess who has it? The San Antonio Spurs. Again. Just so I can have this pick. I don't know why I want it. I'm going to try to trade for the third pick, honestly. So it's the Warriors who have it. No, I don't want a player. I want their pick. I'm not trading the first or second overall pick, but I have the 13th overall pick, 14th overall pick, and the 25th overall pick. They say no. They want the second round pick? No. No can do. I'll trade you this 1991 Jazz pick, and they say yes. So now we have the top 3 picks in the draft. Imagine if this happened in real life. Gary Payton, Derek Coleman, and this guy. I'm not even gonna try to say his name because I'm gonna mess up. Team/player options. Let's make sure we bring everybody back. Let's make sure we have everybody. Now we can make MJ a shooting guard. He's at 87 now. I can make Ewing back to small forward. And yeah. Who should we get? Let's just get this guy. He was on the team earlier. Sign him and trade him for first round picks. Because as you see, we don't have as much picks as we had before. Let's trade him for this 1993 first. Honestly, I'll trade this guy that I got the third pick for a 1990 for another first round pick. Honestly, since he was the third overall pick, he'll be pretty valuable. Let's find a team with a lot of picks, or a lot of future picks. Seems like we're the only team with a lot of future picks. But let's go to the Spurs because they always somehow end up having a top 3 pick. So I think we could trust them on getting a lottery pick, a top 5 pick in one of these years. I'll make a mil. Alright. Danny Manning. Now they're gonna say no because. Come on, man. Just say yes. Don't be boring. I'll trade this lottery protected pick. And this 93 Jazz pick. Alright, they don't say yes with this 1991 Celtics. They said no. Alright. I'll just do trade finder for him then. 1992 pick. It's a bad 1992 pick, but it is a pick. So we'll take it. And then we also got this guy who's a 72 overall, but he is a bit valuable. Yeah, he has 3-star value. Oh, I'll get this 1991 first round pick. Let's see, and I'll sign this guy on a minimum deal. And I'll trade him for this 1994 pick. I'll sign one more guy and trade for one more pick. And then the video will be over. Because we've been doing this for a while. Trade for this 1992 pick. And that's it for the video. Let's just finish the off season. Everybody goes up. We'd love to see that. And let's see who's in the draft this year because we still have a lot of picks for the 1991 draft. Is this like Tim Duncan or Dirk Nowitzki? Maybe Vince Carter? No, this is the Larry Johnson and Dikembe Mutombo. So this draft is kind of stacked because you got Larry Johnson, Dikembe Mutombo. Well, it's not stacked, but it's not as good. It's better than it looks. Larry Johnson and Dikembe Mutombo. So that's all for the video. I'm glad you enjoyed. That's it for today. I'm glad you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Peace, Supers.